I don't know if you've seen the show Barry. It's now in season 3 on HBO Max. And Sunday nights, you can see a new episode, 10 Eastern. Bill Hader. We spoke with Bill a couple of days ago talking about this. And it's a really dark comedy. It feels like they write themselves into corners just like you had with Breaking Bad. So you have a hitman who doesn't want to be a hitman anymore. He wants to be an actor. But he's still a hitman while he's trying to become an actor. And somehow they make it work. It's a wonderful show. And I started off the interview with Bill Hader, where we had Fritzy's impersonation of the voice on Saturday Night Live, Don Pardo. See, the problem, when I said that you were going to be on, and then Fritzy, does his Don Pardo Saturday Night Live thing. So I'll say, Bill Hader joining us, and then he doesn't say yes. He'll go,
with guest host Bill Hader, musical guest Lizzo, ladies and gentlemen, Bill Hader.
How would you judge that, Bill?
That was pretty good. I had to do it. Pardo one time was sick, and I had to do it, and I had to do a Pardo impression. But I did like 1970s Pardo.
How did it sound?
It was terrible. It was like, it's Saturday Night Live.
You did sound a little Keith Morrison-like with.
Oh, yeah. Keith Morrison. Yeah.
Yeah. That never fails.
Oh, yeah. Keith Morrison is now now it's become a thing. There was one where a guy was talking about it was like his dad tried to bury him alive or something. Like it was something awful. And Keith Morrison was kind of like saying, your dad tried to your dad tried to bury you alive. That must have been wild. He didn't say that, but the whole kind of tone of it was like, he was like, what a weird world we live in.
It's still nothing trumps that pesky DNA. And then we had Keith Morrison on. He goes, I never said that. I never.
Yeah, I don't think John Mulaney said he saw that. And then I said it to Keith Morrison, and Keith Morrison was very polite, but the look on his face was, I've never said that. Yeah. And then I went, oh, maybe he never did say that. And I just was relayed to me by John. So regardless, it's really funny.
What role does narcissism play in Barry?
Well, I mean, it's about Hollywood. It's about actors.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I don't know if it could get. Yeah, I mean, narcissism plays a massive part of it. And also, I mean, people always go like, oh, Barry's this new soul and everything. And I'm like, he's, if you want to be an actor, you're a narcissist. He's always out for himself. And even, being a people pleaser like he is, that's its own form of narcissism. I need people to like me. I need people to appreciate me. Is narcissistic in a way. So, it kind of comes in all its different forms in the show.
Do you know how this ends?
No, we take it scene by scene. We really do take it scene by scene, and it's really nerve-wracking because when people like it, it's like, oh, good. Well, I don't know if you're going to like, because I don't know what's going to happen. So, I mean, I'm going to get off this with you, and then Duffy Boudreaux is one of our writers, my best friend I grew up with in Tulsa. He's going to come over, and we're going to sit here and just go, all right, so here's the next scene. And then we call Alec Berg, we call Liz Sarnoff, another writer, and we just go, is this making sense?
It feels like, and I go back to Breaking Bad, that Breaking Bad, it felt like they would write themselves into a corner, and you'd say, how are they getting out? And I don't know if you followed that same template, that we're going to write ourselves into a corner, and we're going to figure out how we get out of this that's believable.
Yeah, well, so much of that, Breaking Bad obviously had a big influence on especially the pilot of Barry and the kind of inception of Barry. And then it was kind of like, as the show went on, it was like, oh, let's, it became a little different, kind of more of like a weirder character piece at a time. But but yeah, I think when you follow what the character would do and you're just following it step by step and what is interesting, you go, well, we got to make the bold choice. And the bold choice usually leaves you in a corner.
You know, when you're watching this series, I couldn't help but think, what do your friends think or your significant other that you have these thoughts in your mind to be able to create something like this, Bill?
I don't know. I mean, it's funny. I talked to my sisters and my dad in Oklahoma, and they're always like, yeah, no, that's totally you. My sister's like, you're always in your room watching movies and reading. And it's like, yeah, you're like the, nice guy. And then they see the stuff and there's like, oh, there's like a real darkness and weirdness there. And it's like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it comes out that way.
He's Bill Hader. He is the star of Barry, back for season 3. It airs Sundays on HBO at 10, also available to stream on HBO Max. Were you class clown in high school?
Yeah, I was. I was actually voted the class clown in high school. Yep.
Can't really do anything with that. I was class clown in my high school as well.
Really?
Yeah.
You did something with it. You got on ESPN and all this. I mean,
I don't think I got on because I was a class clown.
Oh, they thought you were funny. You came on, you're like, I was a class clown, and they said,
do you think you got Saturday Night Live?
Yes.
Because
100%. You go in and Lauren's like,
is that on your resume?
Lauren's like, everyone from Chevy to Ellen Cleghorn, we're the class clown. You don't get on unless and you have to bring your yearbook in. And he's like, very well.
Did you ever imitate Lorne Michaels, to Lorne Michaels?
I don't think so. I remember I did it once on Seth Meyers, and I kind of it was like, oh, I made fun of Dad, and he's gonna see. And Seth went, "Don't worry, he doesn't watch the show."
And how do you guys not crack up on the set? Like, what helps you not crack up when you're doing Barry?
I'm bad. I mean, it's well known. I'm a soft touch. I break at Henry Winkler and Anthony Kerrigan and Sarah Goldberg and Stephen Root just make me laugh. I can't. I think there's a blooper reel they just released, and it's I can't keep it together.
Yeah, I saw that. Fallon was always terrible on Saturday Night Live. He couldn't hold it together.
No, yeah. He and Horatio would get each other laughing. I asked Lauren about it once. I would do like Stefan's, and every single one I would laugh at. And then I told Lauren, I go, I'm really sorry about this. It's getting ridiculous. And he was like, well, if what you were saying wasn't funny, it would be an issue. But what you're saying is really funny. So,
how often do you have to remind yourself that this is a comedy?
We don't. We kind of don't. We don't. It's weird. It's like I don't think of it in terms of anything genre either way. So it's kind of the story dictates it where it goes, and sometimes it's really funny, and then on some instinctual way, you just kind of go, oh, this would probably turn dark here, and you just, you try it out. It's very weirdly instinctual.
The success of this sometimes brings out friends or friends you didn't know you had that may want to be in Barry. Mm-hmm. How do you deal with that when somebody says, hey, I would love to be in Barry?
If it makes sense, I don't know. I'm very open to a lot of things.
Like I just asked if I could be in Barry without asking if I could be in Barry.
Oh, you want to be in Barry? You can be in Barry.
Okay. All right. So
You're Dan Patrick. You can be in Barry.
Okay. What would you like for me to play?
What do you want to play?
I don't want to do a corpse.
Okay.
But maybe 1 or 2 lines would be nice. Is that? I mean, I'm in Screen Actors Guild, and obviously I'm an actor.
Right.
Yeah.
You can come be on Barry.
All right.
I'm serious. Well, yeah, you can be in Barry.
Okay.
You think I'm joking? I'm not. You can come. Yeah, we'll figure it out if it works with your schedule.
Well, I'm not joking, so I'm hoping you're not joking. No, I'm not joking.
I'm joking.
I'm not joking.
So when season 4 comes out, we can replay this clip.
Yeah, you weren't, and I will say you weren't joking, and then you'll say you weren't joking either.
And it's like, that was genius.
Yes, it was. Okay, all right, I like that.
You're in.
All right.
But only you. None of those other like jerk off bags to work with you. I don't want any of those jerks who are in the studio in the show.
Oh, man.
None of those.
I'm sorry, guys. Bill, you know what? Craft services. These guys could be craft services.
I don't want them on the set.
Oh, you don't?
No one
Okay.
wants them on the set.
Yeah. Well, good luck with this. As I would email Bill, I'd say any updates on Barry, and they'd say no, working on it. And then finally, I saw where it was coming out, and I said, don't it up. So
I know I love those emails. Hey, don't this up. We're all counting on you. Yeah, my buddy sends me Leslie Nielsen an airplane when he opens the copy. He's like, "Good luck. We're all counting. Good luck. We're all counting." I was like, "Oh, thanks."
All right. Well, let me know about season 4.
Yeah, you're gonna be in it now.
All right.
So we'll figure it out, Dan.
Thank you, buddy. Good to talk to you again.
You, pal.
That's Bill Hader, and I guess I talked my way into season 4 of Barry.